What is up, YouTube? We're doing a quick smoke video. We're going to be doing a part 2 in a little bit with a hookah. So that way I can show you guys my first time trying a hookah. You know? So, I'd say right now we're about to fucking smoke up. In this video, I am about to show you guys how to smoke dabs. Alright? Obviously, a lot of people out there obviously know how to smoke dabs, but for those who don't know how to and don't know what dabs are, I will show you guys. So, right now, this is what dabs are. They kind of look like oily wax, like a very shiny wax. That's what this is. That's what I'm smoking. You can either do it out of a rig, which I've done in other videos. You can do it out of a Puffco, like an E-rig. I've done that in other videos, but I have not yet showed you guys how to smoke it out of a nectar collector. Nectar collectors are my favorite because they get a good amount of smoke and they hit very well. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to take a torch. Sorry, this is, it's a pink torch. It's my sister's, but you got to take the torch. You don't want to light the whole thing like this. You want to make sure you're lighting about that much, halfway of it. So you're only lighting about halfway of it. You're going to want to put it towards the top of the heat, because that's the hottest point of a torch, is the top of the flame. You're going to want to wait until you see how it's getting red. Once it's fully bare red, like cherry red, you stop it just like that. You see that, how it's cooling down? You don't want it fully cool. Then you're just going to take the dabs. As you guys can see, I put it to the bottom like this, but I angle it, and I just go around in a circle, or in lines, just like this. But you don't want to put it straight down in the dabs, because once you put it in the dabs, you're going to suck up some dabs out of it. You don't want to do that, because you don't want to taste hot dabs. It actually burns your mouth and your tongue. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to, if your dab jar is full and it doesn't have like a open area like this, so like for instance, I'll show you on this side. If you're going to want to hit the dabs, you're going to want to hit at an angle like this, like side angle, and you're going to want to put it in at a side angle like this, and you're just going to dab down, dab down, dab down, you know? So you're going like this. See that? That's all you're gonna do, and make sure when you're heating up the nectar collector, you're not holding it down like this and not heating it up like that, because that will get the dabs to drop on you, and that burns like a bitch. So you're gonna want to hold it towards the upside like this. You're gonna hold it up like this, and you're gonna want to heat it. See that flames? That's extra dabs left over. And like I said, YouTube, we're just gonna fucking heat it up until it's cherry red. Then you're gonna wait until it cools down where it's not fully red, and then there you go. There you go, YouTube. Very, very nice, YouTube. Very, very nice. Whew. Alright, YouTube. Figured I would do a quick video for y'all. Show you guys how to do a dab with a nectar collector and the right way to do it. So now you guys know, if you ever trying to do dabs like that, and you're trying to do a nectar dab, now you know how to do it. Make sure you follow each step that I said, and definitely don't put, like I said, don't put this down. Never put this fully down and flat. You're going to want to angle it or angle it. When you're heating it up, you're going to want to angle it like this. When you're taking a dab, You're gonna want to angle it like this, not put it down like this. You don't want to do that. You're gonna want to angle it and go like this. You know, just think about like a vacuum, right? When you're putting a vacuum and you're sucking up shit, and your vacuum has like an angle thing. When you're going to do it, you're angling it, right? To get like those creepy corners or something, or like those dirty corners, you know, the ones that are like this. Like you have like a box like this, right? And you know, right here's a corner and it kind of tilts like this, so you gotta clean like this with the vacuum. You know how you have to angle it some type of way and then scoop it up like that? That's basically how you gotta imagine doing the nectar collector dab. You don't want to pull it fully flat, because then it just sucks up that one area and gets stuck. You're gonna want to put it at an angle, so that way you're getting more out of it, and you're also getting no Scooby snacks, basically. And it's the same thing with weeds. Like, with weed, you don't want to fucking eat the weed. You can't eat weed. I know people who eat weed and get high off of it, but it's not a recommendation. You definitely don't want to do that all the time. But it's the same thing with eating dabs. You don't want to eat dabs because it's not healthy. And when you suck up dabs and shit, like when you put it flat, it just goes in your mouth and you're just inhaling that shit. And you're tasting it, eating it, and it's like, it's not good for you. So like, that's why I always, like, when I first started smoking and shit, I had to get taught how to fucking smoke correctly, because I wasn't smoking right. Well, my dad's the one who taught me how to smoke correctly. My stepdad, I mean. Not my real biological father, but he's with my mom right now. He's dating my mom, so I'm thinking, like, I call him father, because it's basically the only real father I had. It's with every black person, you know, every black person. It's not a stereotype, it's facts. A lot of black African Americans, their fathers leave at a young age, if not when they're born. And my dad left when I was born. I never saw him, so it's kind of sad. Then it's not a stereotype. It's straight facts. It's straight facts. But yeah, YouTube, we're gonna hit the nick and then end the video. What's up, Mikey? Hi. Alright. Peace, YouTube.